Hello, my friends. Let me tell you something right now. Age is just a number. You hear me? A number. I don't care if you're 60, 70, 80, or beyond. Because the truth is, your body still wants to be strong. It still wants to move, to lift, to climb, to do the things that make you feel alive. Today, I am going to share valuable health lessons from Arnold Schwarzenegger, based on his personal experience. I've spent a lifetime building strength, pushing limits, and learning what the human body can do. And let me tell you, I've seen 70-year-olds with more muscle than 30-year-olds. Why? Because they kept showing up. They kept putting in the work. They believed they could get stronger. And they did. Now, I know what you might be thinking. Arnold, I'm not trying to be a bodybuilder. Good. That's not what this is about. This isn't about getting huge muscles or benching 300 pounds. This is about restoring your strength. The strength to carry your groceries without struggling. The strength to get out of a chair without needing help. The strength to walk across the room with confidence, to pick up your grandkids, to travel, to live, to really live. Because here's the hard truth. As we get older, we start losing muscle. It's called sarcopenia, a fancy medical word that just means age-related muscle loss. And it can start as early as your 30s, but it hits harder after 60. You could be losing as much as 3 to 5% of your muscle mass every decade if you're not doing something about it. But here's the good news, and I love good news. You can reverse it. That's right. You can rebuild your strength, even in your 60s, 70s, and 80s. You just need to know the right habits, and then make them part of your life, every single day. In today's video, I'm going to share 2 powerful daily habits that will help you restore muscle strength like you're 40 again. I'm not exaggerating, these are backed by science, proven by experience, and most importantly, they're simple. You don't need a gym membership. You don't need fancy equipment. You don't even need a lot of time. You just need consistency. But before we dive in, do me a favor, would you? If this video helps you or inspires you in any way, hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel so you never miss a tip that could change your life. And leave a comment below. I want to hear from you. Tell me where you're watching from. Tell me how old you are and what strength means to you. I read every comment, and I love seeing people from around the world coming together to get stronger, no matter their age. Now listen, I'm not here to sell you a magic pill. There's no shortcut. You've got to put in the work, but if you're willing to try, really try, I promise you the results will come. I've worked with seniors who thought they were too old or too weak. And 6 months later, they're doing things they never thought possible. Hiking, swimming, lifting, dancing, living. It all starts with belief, and then daily action. I've seen too many seniors who stop believing. They sit more. They move less. They let the fear of falling or failing steal their strength. But you don't have to be one of them. Not you. Not today. Today we say no to weakness. We say no to giving up. And we say yes to movement. Yes to strength. Yes to life. So let's get into it. What are these 2 habits I'm talking about? Well, I'll tell you, and I'll explain them in a way that's practical, real. No fluff, no gimmicks, just what works. I'll even give you examples of what to eat, because I know no one wants to hear about 20 grams of protein. We want real talk, like a chicken breast, or a can of tuna, or a bowl of Greek yogurt. Things you can actually go out and do today. Because again, it's not about perfection. It's about action, progress, building momentum, one day at a time. Are you ready? Let's do this. Habit number 1. Prioritize protein like a champion. Feed your muscles every day. All right, my friends. It's time for the first habit, and let me tell you something straight away. If you want to keep your strength, or bring it back like you're 40 again, it all starts with what's on your plate. That's right, your food, your fuel. And if you're not getting enough of the right fuel, then your body is going to shrink. You might not notice it at first. Maybe your clothes feel looser. Maybe you feel a little weaker. Maybe it's harder to lift yourself out of bed. But that's not just aging. That's muscle loss. And it happens faster than most people realize. The good news, you can fight back. You can reverse it. And the number one way to do that, it is by eating more protein. Every single day. You see, when we're younger, our bodies naturally build and maintain muscle more efficiently. Our hormones are working hard, and protein is being used quickly. But as we age, this process slows down. It's not your fault. It's biology. After 60, your body needs more protein than it did when you were 30 just to maintain the same muscle mass. That's right. You might have eaten a little protein in your youth and felt great, but now you've got to be more intentional, more strategic. Protein is the building block of muscle. Without it, your body literally can't maintain or grow muscle tissue. And if you're not eating enough, your body starts to pull protein from your own muscles, especially from your legs, arms, and back, the exact places you need strength the most. Now here's what makes it tricky. Many older adults aren't eating enough protein. And I'm not talking about grams or milligrams. I'm talking about real food. Because when you wake up and have a piece of toast and a banana for breakfast, guess how much protein you got? Maybe 3 grams. That's it. It's nothing. And then maybe you skip lunch, or you nibble on some crackers or soup. Still not enough. And by dinner, maybe you have some rice and vegetables. Again, not bad, but not muscle food. Over time, this adds up. Or should I say, it shrinks down. You feel weaker, you lose balance, you move less, and one day you find that it's hard to get off the toilet or step onto a bus. That's the silent muscle loss happening. Want a snack? A small can of tuna or a protein smoothie with almond milk and peanut butter. That's 15 to 20 more grams. Easy. When you build your meals like this, you're fueling your muscles like a champion. Every bite is helping you rebuild. Helping you stay on your feet. Helping you move like you did decades ago. Great question. I get this all the time. And let me tell you, it's the opposite that's dangerous. Not eating enough protein is what leads to weakness, falls, hospital visits, and slower recovery from illness. There used to be this old myth that too much protein is bad for your kidneys. But science has shown that for healthy seniors, increasing your protein intake is not just safe, it's essential. The National Institutes of Health and geriatric dietitians all agree. If you're over 60, aim for at least 1.2 grams of protein per kilogram of body weight per day. And more if you're active or recovering from illness. But again, let's forget the grams. Let's think about real food. And guess what? You can mix and match these. Make a big lentil soup with quinoa. Grill some tofu and serve it with rice and broccoli. Throw some edamame into your salad. Sprinkle chia seeds into your smoothie. It's about being creative and intentional. And the truth is, once you get in the habit, it's easy. Your body starts to crave it. Your muscles start to thank you. You feel better, stronger, and more energized. Let me tell you something powerful. Your body starts to respond within just a few weeks of eating enough protein. You'll notice your energy levels improve. Your muscles feel fuller and stronger. Your balance and coordination sharpen. You recover faster from activity. You sleep better. Yes, protein helps with that too. And best of all, your confidence returns. You'll start walking taller and feeling more alive, doing things you thought were behind you. I've seen it happen again and again. Seniors who felt like they were fading start to come back to life just by changing how they eat. Not starving themselves, not cutting carbs, just eating more protein at every meal, consistently. It's not magic, it's muscle nutrition. So here's your challenge. Starting tomorrow, make protein your #1 priority. Add an egg or two to your breakfast and choose Greek yogurt over sugary cereal. Grill a piece of chicken or fish for lunch. Have beans or lentils at dinner and keep a protein snack handy. Nuts, tuna, protein shake. And remember, you're not eating for taste alone. You're eating for strength. You're rebuilding your body like a sculptor, like a warrior, like someone who refuses to give up. You're not old. You're seasoned. You're wise. You've been through a lot. And now your muscles deserve to be treated right. As we age, something called anabolic resistance starts to kick in. What's that? It simply means our muscles become less sensitive to the effects of protein. It's like your body's listening, but the volume is lower. So if you want to turn up the volume and get the full effect of protein, you need a higher amount, more often. Spacing it out ensures your muscles are constantly fed, constantly stimulated, constantly in rebuild mode. It's not a fad, it's a physiological fact, and once you apply this habit, you'll feel a difference in your strength and stamina in just a few weeks. It's quick, easy, and gives your muscles what they crave. Let me be real with you, my friend. If you don't start prioritizing protein now, here's what can happen. Over time, you have muscle shrinking, especially in the legs and hips, slower recovery from illness or injury, more fatigue after simple activities, higher risk of falls and fractures, and loss of independence. That's not what we want for you. That's not what you deserve after a life of hard work. You've earned your strength. You've earned vitality. But now you have to fight for it, smartly. And it starts on your plate. Let's sum it up so you can walk away with real action. Eat protein with every meal, especially breakfast and lunch. Aim for 25 to 30 grams per meal. Use whole foods you recognize: chicken, fish, eggs, beans, dairy. Snack wisely with high protein options. Stay active. Even walking and light resistance makes a big difference. Hydrate and add key nutrients like calcium and vitamin D and use protein supplements if needed. It's not cheating, it's smart. This is your foundation, your fuel, your comeback. No matter your age, you can rebuild your body. And it starts with this one powerful shift. Now you're eating like a 40-year-old athlete again. That's what I like to see. Habit number 2. Stay active every day without breaking a sweat. Now that we've pumped up the muscles with good protein, it's time to talk about the other part of the equation: movement. You've heard it before. Use it or lose it. But today, I want to break that down into something even more exciting, more doable, and more effective, especially for you amazing folks in your 60s, 70s, 80s, and beyond. So let me ask you something. When was the last time you moved on purpose? I'm not talking about chasing after your dog when it ran out the gate, or walking from the kitchen to the couch with your cup of coffee. I mean deliberate, focused movement that keeps your joints oiled, your muscles strong, and your heart ticking like a perfectly tuned engine. Because guess what? You don't need to hit the gym like I used to. You don't need to lift iron like you're training for Mr. Olympia. What you need is consistency, routine, and a little bit of creativity. Here's the thing. Many seniors hear the word exercise and think of jogging, aerobics, or sweating it out at a fitness class. But that's not what I'm talking about. Instead, I want you to think about everyday motion, movements you can easily fit into your lifestyle that bring real strength, real flexibility, and real energy. Let's look at a few examples that I've personally seen change lives. You're already sitting down and standing up throughout the day, right? So here's what I want you to do. Make every sit down and stand up a chance to strengthen your legs. Use your couch or a sturdy chair, and simply stand up and sit down slowly 10 times in a row. That's one set. Do that every time a commercial break comes on. No sweat, no equipment, just results. Over time, these chair squats will build your quads and hamstrings, which are crucial for balance, improve circulation in your lower body, and help reduce your chances of falling, and keep you independent, able to get in and out of a chair, a car, or bed without help. Did you know that taking a walk after a meal can drastically improve your blood sugar levels and digestion? I always say, take your stomach for a walk. You don't have to power walk, just put on your shoes and stroll around the block, or even around your home, for 10 minutes. This small habit helps. Prevent stiffness and bloating, keep your metabolism humming, encourage better posture and breathing, and keep the mind clear and sharp, especially if you walk outdoors in fresh air. Think of it this way. You don't have to work out for an hour. You just need to move for a few minutes at a time throughout your day. Next time you're in the kitchen, waiting for your tea, coffee, or eggs to cook, stand tall and do 20 gentle arm circles forward and 20 backward. You're improving your shoulder mobility, blood flow, and posture. These micro movements make a huge difference, especially if you've had a history of frozen shoulders or stiffness. As a senior, your muscles aren't gone. They're just underused. And if you start using them, even just a little bit each day, they respond fast. I've worked with people in their 70s who could barely get out of bed without help. After just 3 weeks of simple daily motion, standing, stretching, walking, they were climbing stairs again. It's not about being a bodybuilder. It's about being functional. It's about being strong enough to open jars, carry your groceries, get out of a low chair, and hug your grandkids without aching. Movement doesn't have to be boring or repetitive. If you love music, dance for 5 minutes in your living room. If you love gardening, pull weeds and carry the watering can. It counts. If you love walking the dog, extend the walk by a few minutes each day. Just keep moving. That's how you bring those muscles back to life. None of these things feels like a workout, but they are, and your body will reward you for it. I'm not telling you to train like I did. I'm telling you to train like you. You don't need a six-pack or bulging biceps. You need energy, balance, and strength to live your life on your own terms. And that starts with a few minutes a day. Remember, if it's important, you make time. If it's not, you make excuses. And your health, your strength, your independence, that is important. So do me a favor. Start moving today. And once you do, tell me in the comments below what your favorite new habit is. I want to hear from you. Are you walking more? Doing squats with the grandkids? Let's cheer each other on. And of course, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe for more powerful senior health videos, and share this with someone you love who needs a little nudge to start moving again. Let me tell you something most people, even younger folks, get completely wrong. They believe that muscle is built in the gym. But that's not true. Muscle is broken down during exercise. It's built when you rest. That's right, recovery is where the real transformation happens. So if you're over 60, 70, or 80, this next step is absolutely critical. You must respect your recovery time. That doesn't mean doing nothing. It means being intentional about how you rest and rejuvenate. Let me break this down for you. Muscle recovery takes longer as we age. That's a biological fact. Your body doesn't regenerate cells as fast as it used to. That means giving muscles time to rebuild after a walk, after resistance training, or even after an intense household chore. Active recovery is powerful. You don't have to sit on the couch all day. Stretch, walk gently, try water aerobics, or even just dance in the kitchen to your favorite old song. Keep the blood flowing. It helps nutrients reach your muscles and clear out toxins. Get quality sleep. I'm not talking about just closing your eyes. I mean deep, restorative sleep. REM cycles. That's when growth hormone kicks in and muscle cells get rebuilt. You need 7 to 9 hours every night. Make your bedroom dark, cool, and quiet. No phones, no TV. When I was preparing for competitions, I trained like a beast, but I also made sure I was getting deep rest. I didn't mess around with recovery, and neither should you. You don't need to nap all day, but when you respect your body's need to heal, you're permitting it to get stronger. The importance of routine, discipline over motivation. Let me tell you, my friend, motivation fades. Some days you're going to wake up and think, I don't feel like doing anything today. That's normal. But winners, people who stay strong into their 70s, 80s, and even 90s, they don't wait to feel like doing it. They just do it. What you need is a routine, a rhythm, something automatic like brushing your teeth. Start with this. Choose the same time each day for your exercise and protein routine. Use visual cues. Lay out your walking shoes or your resistance band the night before. Track your progress. Nothing fancy, just a notebook. Write down what you did each day. You'll be shocked at how proud it makes you feel. You see, when things become a habit, you don't rely on motivation anymore. You rely on momentum. And that's what keeps you going. Now let's talk about some common issues I hear all the time from seniors trying to follow this path. They say, I live alone, and I'm not good at cooking. No problem. Here's a tip. Batch cooking is your best friend. On a Sunday, bake a few chicken breasts, boil some eggs, steam some vegetables, and divide them into containers. That's lunch and dinner, sorted for the next 3 to 4 days. No excuses. Also, consider protein shakes. They're not just for bodybuilders. They're convenient. They digest easily, and they can be delicious. Try mixing Greek yogurt, a banana, a scoop of whey protein, and a splash of almond milk. Some also say, my joints hurt, so I can't exercise. First, talk to your doctor. But second, understand this. Movement heals. Sitting still is what's making you stiffer. Gentle walking, stretching, chair exercises, and even light water aerobics can be transformative. The goal is progress, not perfection. Lastly, I'm too old for all this. Let me stop you right there. You are never too old to become stronger than you are right now. I've seen people in their 90s take their first steps with dumbbells. I've seen grandmothers who couldn't walk a block now dancing with their great grandkids. You don't have to be who you were at 40. You just have to be a better version of who you are today. I want you to know something. You are more powerful than you think. You've lived through decades of life, and that means you have grit. You've overcome challenges that most people couldn't even imagine. Now it's time to apply that same strength to your health. Don't chase youth. Chase vitality. Chase independence. Chase the joy of waking up and knowing you can carry your groceries, climb the stairs, and play with your grandchildren without pain or exhaustion. Now before we go, I need to ask you one more thing. If this video helped you, smash that like button. Seriously, do it now. That click tells the algorithm that this content is valuable and it helps it reach more people who need it. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. I've got more videos coming your way on strength, health, nutrition, and living your best life well into your golden years. You don't want to miss them. And please, leave a comment. I want to hear from you. Tell me what you're going to try. Tell me what challenges you've overcome. Share your victories, no matter how small. This is a community, and your voice matters. Lastly, share this video with a friend or family member who could use some inspiration. Don't keep this to yourself. If you know someone who's been struggling, give them the gift of knowledge, the same way you just received it. You're not finished. You're not past your prime. You're not too old. You're still in the game. And with the right habits, the right mindset, and a little help from your friend Arnold, you're going to win. Now get out there, take action, and stay hungry for life. I'll see you in the next one. Until then, stay strong, stay smart, and stay unstoppable.